Hi everyone and welcome to today's 5-minute makeup tutorial with me, Lorna Roythorne, makeup artist and unique presenter. Today I'm in the salon and in between clients I thought I'd show you this really quick makeup look that you can do every morning. It's lovely, gives you a lovely eye. I'm wearing it now and it's beautiful, lasts all day, so here it is, enjoy! So I started by applying my Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation in the shade Scarlet. I did this before I started, so it's already on. And then I picked up my Touch Mineral Concealer with my Pink Beauty Bird, and I'm just going to pop it under my eyes because I have quite a few bags there. When applying concealer under your eyes, you need to make sure you do it in like a triangular shape downwards, otherwise you just draw attention to those bags. I've always suffered with bags, so I always pop some concealer there and make sure it's blended really, really well. And I have got a few blemishes, so pop a little bit of concealer on the blemishes, but I try and avoid putting too much on because you can never change the texture of your skin, and so popping concealer on sometimes just draws more attention to it. So I try and avoid putting on too much concealer. Next, I'm going to move on to my eyes, and using our pigment powders in the shades Sexy, Beautiful and Corrupted, I'm going to do my sort of smoky yet natural eye look. So I am using the colour Beautiful and I'm blending it all over my eyelid. This colour is a gorgeous brown colour, and with our pigment powders they just go on so well and it's so blendable. So that goes across the whole of my eyelid right up into my crease on both eyes. And make sure it's blended really, really well because it's a really natural, lovely colour. Then I move on to the colour Sexy and pick up a little bit of that, and it's like a really pale sort of shimmery white colour, and I highlight my brow bone. Now on some looks, depending on how intense you're going, you don't need to go right the way across to your inner corner, but I like to go right the way across my brow bone to the inner corner of my eye with this, and I just feel it frames my eye really, really well. Picking up Corrupted now, I'm going to blend into the crease of my eye in sort of wiper motions. I like to go quite high on the top of my eye to accentuate my eye, make my eye look a little bit bigger. Don't forget, whenever you put a darker colour somewhere, it draws it in, which will make it look smaller, and we really want to open the eye up. So making sure that it's blended really, really well is important as well. As I said before, the pigment powders blend absolutely beautifully. So I'm just going to spend a minute or two blending this right in. I go quite far into the inner corner sometimes. It depends on the look, and this look I did go quite far in, and because I really love it, and I think the colour Corrupted really, really blends lovely, especially when it's got the colour Beautiful underneath. So just using wiper motions to blend it in really, really well is really important. I do step back and have a look at my eyes whenever I'm doing it, and just have a look that they're both even. Sometimes one needs more blending than the other. It's really important. I'm picking up a little bit extra of the colour Sexy just because one eye looks slightly different to the other, so I just blend it that little bit more. Blending is the key to any makeup success. And there is the completed look. Moving on now to my eyeliner, I'm using the colour Perfect, which is the black liner. I like to pull my eye nice and taut and go right the way across my lash line. If you ever struggle with eyeliner, make sure your eye's pulled taut, go across your lash line. I go across my lash line on the bottom. I don't always like doing my tear line. You see, if I do, I tend to do my waterline. I tend to do that with a white liner, but that is my eyeliner complete. Obviously, the eye makeup would not be finished without adding our 3D Fibre Lash Mascara, which I know you have all used so many times, and if you haven't got it yet, you really, really need to be adding this to your basket because it is amazing. So using the gel first, I'm just coating my lashes in zigzaggy motions just to make sure they're all separated and they're all looking lovely and long right the way from the base to the tip. And then picking up my fibres and placing them more on the tips of the lashes and the ends, not so much to the base. And I use zigzag motions again because I don't like a clumpy look, and that is the same with any mascara, not just the 3D one. Zigzag motions will separate your lashes as you apply. So I'm moving on to my next eye as the first eye dries. Again, just using the gel and adding the fibres on top. Once I've done gel and fibres on both eyes, I go back over and seal in the fibres with the gel on both eyes again and pop a little bit of gel just on my bottom lashes. And that is my eye makeup complete. Next up, just to finish my eye, I'm just double checking that they're both even and adding a little bit of eyeliner onto one eye just to even them out so that they both look exactly the same. And there, I'm quite happy with them. But then I'm going to move straight onto my brows, and using the brow gel in the shade Dark, I'm brushing it right the way through my brows. The brow gel is to die for. So I always brush it right the way through my brow, keeping them looking really, really natural. But at the inner corner of my eye, I sort of brush the hairs upwards so that they look really, really natural, not drawn on, because they're not. We just comb it all through so they're all neat and tidy and even. And this brow gel really does give an amazing effect. And there is my eye makeup complete. Next, I'm going to add my Beachfront bronzer. Now, most people would wonder why I don't add this when I do my foundation, but I like adding it at the very end so you can really see how much you need. So I always follow the rule, if in doubt, pat it out. And I pat it onto my face, right across the apples of my cheeks, my temples, and down just slightly onto my jawline, but nothing major, sort of everywhere where the sun kisses. I like to just add a little bit at a time. It is my biggest fear of making someone or me looking like a clown with lots and lots of blusher or bronzer, so I always just build it up slowly but surely until I am happy. And that's why I add it at the end, because depending on how intense your eyes are will depend on how much bronzer you need. Finally, my lipstick. I am using the shade Conceited, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. I really love pinks. I think they really, really suit me. And just literally popping that all over my lips. The pigmentation in the Younique lipsticks are beautiful. So they really do give lots of coverage and lots of nice colour. I always blot my lips together and blot with a tissue just to make sure all the excess lipstick is off. And that is the look, complete and finished. I hope you enjoyed watching how to do this makeup look. If you would like any tips or advice, please post in the comments. If you would like to buy any of the products that you saw in today's video, I will leave the link below so you can purchase off my website and get it delivered straight to your door. Have a good day. Bye.